The making of a little CommunistIt was a cold and grey afternoon in early November, 1984, when I, a first grader in Kharkiv, a city in what was then Soviet Ukraine, walked home after school with high spirits and feeling ready to conquer the world. In a solemn ceremony on the eve of the anniversary of the Great October Revolution, I, together with my fellow classmates, had just been admitted to the Little Octobrist organization, the gateway for all young, aspiring Soviet communists. Despite the wind and freezing cold, I unbuttoned my coat for everyone on the street to see my new, shiny, little red star badge, emblazoned in its center with a golden portrait of Vladimir Lenin as a child. It was pinned to the left side of my chest, closer to my heart. I imagined that the little star shone, as if luminescent, an enchanted beacon. I took off my hat so that a sparkly barrette in my hair would complement the glow of the little red star. I hoped someone would ask me about it. But no one did. When I arrived at my apartment, I was a latchkey child. I was too restless and excited to stay in, so I got a trash bucket with a Pravda newspaper at the bottom, which substituted for a garbage bag, and walked to the waste dump area across the courtyard, hoping I would run into someone with whom There was usually a group of neighborhood old ladies on a bench outside, but that day was too cold and there was only one lonely woman there, who didn't seem talkative. "Why is your coat open?" she asked me, as I passed by with my bucket. "I became a little Octobrist today," I said, pointing to my star. She looked at me with a blank face and said, "You should put on a hat." I lived in the Soviet Union during my childhood, until the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics was peacefully dissolved in December of 1991. Time, the crumbling of the Soviet regime, and the revelations each have brought, have eroded my belief in communism and the propaganda that masked its faults and blinded its supporters. But I did experience my share of brainwashing. The methods used by the Soviet propaganda machine to influence public opinion are still alive, thanks to the former KGB operative currently holding power in Russia, though often go unnoticed. It's worth looking back and reminiscing on how a population of roughly 300 million Soviet people lived for generations under communist rule, and how the party cultivated loyalty among them,